Any time now. Well, hello and good evening, everyone. Good evening, good morning, depending where you are. Uh, I'll just confirm Maaike and Imke before we start that if people can hear us. So if we are audible and if y'all can hear us, please just drop in a message saying hi and just tell us where you're joining us from. And yeah, once we have at least one or two messages confirming that, we can then start. I think I spotted what happened there, MK. I'm just guessing. Why she is missing? Okay, probably she started jumping.
Misha.
Ah, bless her. Okay, I think we are live. I've received a notification on my phone saying
Yeah,
that
there
we
might
are
be
live.
no one here. That's very possible.
Yeah, could be. It
I
says that
don't
there are a few people joined
Links,
in.
questions about people actually. Like, is the link? Oh yeah, I have a notification on LinkedIn. That's okay. We can do
Yeah.
a private book launch.
Yeah, a lot of people may watch it later, so that's fine. So, Michael, let's start with an introduction. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. So my name is Maaike van Putten, and I'm a software developer, trainer, and book author too.
Mhm.
I love to create content.
Great. That's really precise. Okay, MK, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, yeah, I'm Imke, and this is Wiesje, and she's the star of our book, and I'm the illustrator of Python Illustrated, and I usually work with Maaike to help create all sorts of learning materials that help her teach. It's going really well, I think.
I like the debate that partner Wish is the star of the book, though, because clearly
Yeah,
my cat Zia is the star of
She's
the book.
here. Where's Sia?
She's sleeping on the bed because she had to work so hard on the book, Imke.
that's proper
Great.
starting to do, right? Like, oh, I've already written the book. I don't care. Now I'm just going to sleep.
Exactly.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, she's done now.
Yeah, so Leah doesn't really care. But yeah, there are a few people. I can see AIFSSSM on YouTube saying hi, teachers. So, hi to you, Mikey and MK. You're the teachers, not me. I'm just a facilitator over here. But
Hi.
hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So yeah, as a ticker going on at the bottom. So if over here, if you all have any, oh well, if you all want to win Mikey and MK's latest book, Python Illustrated, just comment with hashtag packed as someone has rightly done. I can see Mohammed on YouTube who's done that. So yeah, please comment
Sean is
hashtag
here.
packed and we'll do a couple of raffles. We've got Sean.
We
Hello,
got
Sean.
Sean here.
It's
It's
Axel.
Axel.
Well,
Okay.
I still think
Is
it
that a
might be
reference?
Sean, the co-author of the Java book, but
Yeah, it
maybe
is.
it's Axel.
Okay. Does Sean have a pet as well? Is Sean's pet joining us? Probably.
I think he has a toy poodle. No, I've
Okay.
been teaching with Sean for a summer, and then I was constantly drawing him with the toy poodle as an illustration of
Okay.
all sorts of concepts. Um,
All
I
right.
don't know.
So let's start this session then, Mikey and MK. Mikey, before we start, I think we need to address the elephant in the room. You've written 4 books with us at Pact, and out of which 3 books have been heavy hitters. They've been in what I've always called like really difficult markets. The first book on JavaScript, then you wrote a book on Java, and now Python. These are really markets that people don't really write new books for. It's like there are set books in the market. And
Yeah.
why are you writing books in these markets where people don't want to write books on?
Well, to be fair, I mean, probably everything that had to be written was written, but I do think that I made a fun version of this content for the JavaScript one. That was the first book, and to be honest, the main reason I wrote that book was because I was, as a little girl, I was dreaming to be an author. So that was the main reason to write that book. And even if it sold 0 copies, it would have been a personal success. So yeah, and then it accidentally took off. So that was cool. And then because that one did so well, and I sort of missed the constant stress of Pact, emailing me, when is this chapter done? Come on, Mike, do such and so. I wrote another book, the Java Memory Managed one. And then Sean, I think it was mostly Sean's idea here. We wrote the one on Java, but we also took a slightly different approach there with the dinosaur team. And then this is the first one where I stopped caring. That's what I was writing this for, because now it is just, I pretended like my cat was writing this book, obviously, and then my sister illustrated the whole guide, and it is so cool. Look at this. Look at all these pictures she made. It's amazing. She's so talented. And then, I don't know, I love how fun this turned out. So yeah, we'll probably do this again once we're over the constant stress.
Okay.
Oh no, he lost to Shar.
Oh, he's frozen.
Okay.
There you
That was
are.
a funny thing that happened.
Yes,
Okay.
he froze.
Yeah, but it just went on blackout. I don't know why, but okay. Yeah. So just to address it for everyone, the sister that Maaike is talking about is Imke on the other side of Maaike. So Imke, what was your brief from Maaike while you were doing the illustrations? Did you have something in mind? Were you reading through the text?
Both. We were just working in Google Docs, and Mike would write a whole bunch of text and put a prompt for an image in there, and it would be the weirdest ideas. And to be honest, I'm not really an artist or something. I haven't done that much of illustrating, just fun stuff at home. And the first time I saw something like draw Zia with a box of tools in her hands, and I was just confused, like, how am I going to do that? How am I going to draw a cat with a bunch of tools? But I'm glad that she prompted those illustrations, because eventually we went wilder and wilder with the illustrations. And well, I think the weirdest one, I'm not sure if I can find it, but it's also
Which one is the weirdest one according to you?
the weirdest one.
Is it the polymorphism one?
Yes.
Okay, I can find that one. Oh, you have it already.
Right. It's quite a funny thing, though. Maaike says that she's an accidental author. She doesn't know how the book took off, and she's a best-selling author, to be fair. Both of you are quite humble. You say that you're not an artist, but amazing illustrations in the book. It's like page after page after page after page after illustrations, and it resonates so well with the content and makes the content so much fun. Like, I don't come from a tech background, and well, I've been quite open and honest about it. It's nothing that I've lied about. I can't write a hello world code line to save my life. But when I started reading through the initial bits of the chapters, the book, it resonated quite well with me, and it was fun. It was not boring at all. I was not bored, and yeah, it was really nice to see that. In fact, even though, see, there are more people saying that. See, there's Sean saying that on LinkedIn. The illustrations are fantastic.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Oh, unfortunately, there's someone saying that the LinkedIn feed is slow. There was oh, sorry for that. I'm glad you found the YouTube feed, and yeah, sorry for that. But yeah, there must be some hassles on LinkedIn. So let's start with the queries now. I was waiting for people in the chat to ask us queries about the book, about you, or about Python. But while I'm waiting for that, let us start. I have quite a few of them. So, Maaike, I'll just yeah. Many beginners find traditional Python tutorials very boring and dry. Is there something happening? Wait, or is it your son?
It's my son. You're now live on YouTube and LinkedIn. So
Goeie.
Yeah, you need to write a book about him now.
yeah, I'll make him write the next book.
Oh, waarin je film gaat opnemen.
Yeah, so it's live, so we can't cut this out.
Bless you.
Ik bedoel op de telefoon.
No, do you want to show Zia to everybody? That's nice, though. Go show me Zia.
Welcome to motherhood, people. Maaike is a person wearing way too many hats. I don't know how she juggles them.
Oh, clearly I don't. Look, this is Zia.
Oh, that's the star of the book.
That's
wait, no.
the star of the
I'll
book.
have to say that, MK. Hello.
Spijt me voor je storing. Ik wil heel graag Mama.
Ja.
Ja, en ik ben een beetje buiten. Nee, zou je alsjeblieft op Guy's telefoon zeggen?
Ga buiten spelen. Go, 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 go.
Wacht,
Go. Tjoe. Okay, hold on. I don't need to like be rude here.
Okay, someone's getting told. I would hate to be right at this moment.
Okay, there we go.
Welcome back, Maaike. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, no
I
worries.
was hearing
It's
him
a-
like scream in my ears for 5 minutes already, so this was inevitable.
Yeah, that's okay. It's all right. If anyone has any queries, please drop them in the chat. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for it, we'll start with ours. So, Maaike, as I was saying, the traditional Python tutorials and Python training materials and books as well are quite technical and dry. So, what inspired you to take this humorous and illustrated approach to teach Python? And how do you think it will help readers?
Okay, so that's a few questions in one, I suppose. Well,
Oh, yeah,
first of all,
sorry.
I mean, there's great tutorials out there, to be
Yeah, yeah.
honest. So honestly, and I jokingly said this to you as well, the world does not necessarily need another Python book yet. Here we are. But I do really love this approach, and this was more something that I wanted to create than something that necessarily had to be created, I would say. And also, I teach a lot of fundamentals, and well, that's not because I don't know any more complex stuff, but teaching fundamentals in a fun way to make them like fundamentals, that is really one of my passions, and it helps people a lot. Also, people who are a bit more experienced but have some gaps in their knowledge in the more fundamentals. I love that part of the job. And with this book, we sort of aimed to make, a fun book, and it accidentally teaches you Python. That was the vision for the book. Like, it should be fun to read, and then you happen to accidentally learn Python if you go through it.
Right. And what role what role has MK played during all of this? Like, were the jokes and the illustrations all hers, or were they yours as well? And she just helped you draw them.
I think it was a bit 50-50. Some of the ideas I came up with myself, and the others were powered by Maaike, and sometimes we would discuss them, of course. How do you say this? Is this a good pun? Will people get this? Because we're sisters. We have the same. We don't have the same brains, but we
Yeah.
think the same. So what we find funny might not really work for other people. So we really test that a little.
I worry that a lot of the jokes will be missed by other people. I mean, we can help them by pointing it out, but that's not that fun, I suppose.
No.
Well,
Hidden puns in there everywhere.
yeah, let's hope the jokes do land. I'm pretty sure in the editing, nothing came up. Like, did the reviewers or the editors give you feedback that what do you mean by this illustration or by this joke?
Well, I don't think the ones that you don't see, you won't notice.
Okay. Did you ever get a feedback that is this supposed to be funny? We don't understand this, or we don't
Not
get
yet.
it.
I mean, we should said that, I suppose, but
All the time.
Okay. So yeah, let's move on to the second question. I think people aren't interested in asking questions today. So your big features are teaching cat, Zia, and a dachshund, which is who is sleeping at the back. I can still see her. Oh, there she's fallen asleep. Okay. So they're meant to be study buddies in the book. Now, how do these characters help simplify complex concepts like object-oriented programming or debugging for someone who's a beginner?
I can maybe share my screen to demonstrate
Yeah,
it a little bit. It will be a little bit improvised, so I might not find everything the first time I'm looking for it.
Mhm.
Share screen, entire screen, this screen. There we
Yeah,
go.
as long as you don't end up sharing the entire book, yeah, that's completely fine.
No, I can skip through this.
There you go.
Okay, Imke, up or down? You know which one I'm going for. This one's funny.
Which one are you going for?
I don't know. The one with the
Ooh.
slicing the list. Okay, wait. I can just look for.
Oh, the pizza
Just a
one.
disclaimer: this is not a colored book.
Oh.
This is an ebook, and yeah, ebook has color, but the print book is not in color.
Oh yeah, that's a
Um,
good point. Yeah.
Yeah, because I can see colored code lines. I just thought I'll give that disclaimer for people.
So here we are, for example, explaining the concept of slicing a list. and that it's an exclusive range. And then, well, this is actually one of, I don't think the most of the drawings, they don't explain too much, to be honest. So most of the drawings are there for, emotional support and motivation, getting you through all of this. But this one actually explains something. And then I think there's also the exclusive range. No, that's not it. Okay, so this is also, I love this example. Imke thought of all of this. So here, Wish is saying, all this slice talk gets me hungry for pizza. It has nothing to do with the book, okay? It's not related other than that. And then here, she's eating the pizza and just, bashing Zia, saying that it's fascinating, sarcastically, of course. And then one image later, we'll find our cat sitting in the box, of course. So I thought that was a very fun example. So, most of the illustrations, they are there for support. And then a few of them, they actually explain some concepts. I like the one on scope as well, actually. But that's more of a joke than...
Yeah, but sometimes like the joke helps you lock in the information, or well, at least for me it does.
That's true, yeah. So, yeah.
See, that's on page 168 on your screen.
Yeah, this is also not like the finalist version of the book.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I found that one. 171.
171, yeah.
Okay.
It's there.
But yeah,
Stop
interesting approach. Yes. It's quite an interesting approach to do that. I'm pretty sure, like, I can see a lot of comments that are coming in. Sean said it earlier. Syed on LinkedIn is saying it now, that it's so cool. I love the illustrations. And there's Aniruddha on LinkedIn saying nice. So yeah, the illustrations, I'm pretty sure, will be appreciated. And it was important to address that how much it will be a part of the people, the reader's learning journey. So moving on to the next question, Maaike, a lot of people struggle with knowing where to start. Now, how does Python Illustrated guide readers from writing their first programming to understand more important topics like functions and inheritance? So from there till complex, like how do they cover the journey in this book?
Always start with the very basics, setting up your system. So if you don't know where to start, that's always difficult. And my advice is always just pick something and stick with it. And this book could be an example of something you pick and then stick with. That would work. And you would understand very many fundamental concepts. Not all of them, of course. We could easily write a second part to this because there's a lot more to Python and coding that we could still cover. But it's just one of these examples where, okay, you can pick this and then just work your way through, and then you'll have a solid basis, ground that you can use for expanding your knowledge further later on. And if you picked another book, go work on that fundamental book. Don't switch all the time because that's not helping you. So this book is just one of the examples of, this is something you can pick and then stick with.
Nice. I think Sean is resonating with what MK said as well. That correct, MK. Nothing better than a giggle to reinforce something. I agree.
Thank you, Sean.
So Maaike, visual learners often feel left behind by text-heavy programming books. Someone like me. As soon as I see the size of the book, I'm like, oh, it's a massive book, and then it's a technical book, and then all of these things. So, what role do illustrations and analogies play in helping readers truly understand Python concepts rather than just memorizing them?
Well, I think especially if you are, this is still a book, right? So you still need to read it. Yeah. But the pages, they look lighter. I just picked up a random example from the book here, and you can see that, these are 2 pages, but it's not an awful lot of text. And there's a little joke in there, which could feel like a little reward for making it through a page. So in a way, there's examples, and I think this is also part of what Imke and Sean just said. If there is something fun or something concrete or a specific example, it can help you to remember it at a later stage, and that's very helpful. So because it's not just not just a theory, but it's all applied to silly examples or some good examples, but mostly silly examples. It helps to, I don't know, make sense of it in your head later and retrieve the information when you need it.
True. So what are your plans next after this? Like, you've done JavaScript, you've done Java, you've done a book on memory management, you've done, well, this is Python illustrated. What are your plans after this? Are you planning to turn it into a series or just stick with this, see how it goes?
I
Think
don't
later.
know. I mean, it depends a little bit. This one, I just wanted to get out, and it's for me, it is so special to have been doing this with Imke. That was meaning a lot to me.
Yeah.
But for a sequel, we might be looking at a sequel, but we would need this to be a success first. We're not going to write a new one in this series if this one is, undiscovered. But there's so many books I'd love to write, but it takes a lot of time, and there's always a lot of work to be done in other areas as well. So I think one book every 1.5 years probably max that we can do.
Mhm. Yeah, with something like illustrations, I can imagine why you would say though. So, with all the illustrations that need to be drawn, and then finding the right joke, whether it lands or not, the layouts, whether it fits in the text or not. Yeah, I can imagine why you would say that. But yeah, who knows? There could be a complete possible series. I remember when we first discussed this about a year and a half ago, and Mikey was like, I want to write a book on Python. And I was like, why? And she's like, I just want to get it out of the way. And I think this is the way it should be done. And then she was like, then probably I'll go on to a book on JavaScript and then one on .NET and then one on so and
Yeah,
so. And I
we
was
could, we
like,
could definitely make this for
yeah,
all the languages. That would be super
yeah,
cool.
I know.
Or do one
So
for
yeah,
Git. That will be very nice to visually illustrate as well. Git and GitHub and understanding those concepts. So
yeah.
let's have this talk later. I'm quite busy as is, so
You can always do a poll and you can always see that what do people see. There are people in the chat.
yeah. What would
Yeah,
people? I would love to hear that. What kind of book would what is missing?
yeah. Like if people over here, if you know what sort of book Mikey writes and what her writing style is, what technology would you like her to write on next? Yeah, at least just tell us that, and then probably we could discuss something from there. And in
Yeah.
the meantime, I'll just move ahead to the next question. So I think I've covered this. So many programming beginners give up when they hit errors.
Mm.
How does your book teach debugging in a way that reduces frustration and helps build confidence?
I don't know if it does. I mean, we do teach debugging, but it is, when I started programming, I was in the luxury. I mean, it's a weird way to say, but it's quite a luxurious position that we did not have AI yet. So I was still used to
Mm,
spending hours on figuring something out. And
yeah.
I did have people around me who I could ask. And that's always, as a junior developer, that's always very difficult. Like, how long do you keep going and when do you start asking someone else? But I could go on
Hmm.
for a very long time learning all these concepts I was not planning on learning at the time. And
Hmm.
that was very helpful. And I learned a lot from that. But now you can just ask AI and then it gives you the answer perfectly. And then if you don't understand it, you can tell it to explain it better to you. And then you do understand it. And because of that, way that we can get our solutions right now, there is a lower tolerance for this taking quite a while. And I find it difficult. So I mean, of course, we wrote a chapter on debugging the code, and I can actually share it. Can I share it? It's okay, right?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
share the whole book.
Just going to do a full book reading.
Yeah, I'll just read the book to you. I think you can see the book. So we have this chapter on debugging our codes, and then, well, of course, there are bugs to be caught. And then we tell bugs they're not welcome. And then Imke drew this very sad bug picture. And then we talk about the different type of bugs. And, we're showing a whole bunch of type of different errors that you can get. And then we talk about eating chocolates. I think I tell people that here. Oh yeah, I think this is like my main advice if you're debugging, and especially if you're learning, don't ask AI. That's ruining it. It's fun to learn it
Mm.
yourself. So take a break and then come back, eat some chocolate. Apparently that was my advice, optional step, and try again later. And eventually you'll find the bug. Don't give up. You'll find the bug. And I think in the very beginning of the book, and I honestly mean this. Okay, see, I did show the whole book, but I was it's not done yet. Was it here? Oh, so busy. Yeah, this one. Really, if you're trying to learn how to code and you're stuck on something and you can't get any further, just text us. Go on LinkedIn, send us a message, and I'll help you. I'll help you get unstuck. And I
Mhm.
mean it. I remember the first time I went to code Imke. You don't know this, I think. I think I was 11, and our father he told me to let me actually stop sharing my screen. He told
Mhm.
me that because I wanted to make games, and one of his colleagues told my father that I should learn C++. And then my father told me, yeah, you should go learn C++. And then I went to our local library, and I got this really big, heavy book on C++ on my bike, and I drove the way home. And then I was like, oh, I need to type something, and I opened Word, Office Word,
Oh,
and I typed that code from the book, and I was like, yeah, now what? And it would have been so awesome if someone would have known now what and could have helped me. So if that is you, then text me and I'll help you get unstuck.
Stories like this really remind me of the age difference, because I can never imagine having
What?
to drive to the library to get a book.
Yeah, like when I was a teenager, we did not have internet.
I know,
okay, Mike. MK, we're not going to get to where how old you are, but yeah, I clearly get it how young you are now.
She's
But
super young.
yeah, and also, Mike, it was also the times that there was Stack Overflow, right? Stack Overflow was like the old man's Reddit, where
Yeah.
you really go to get bullied if you ask a wrong question. You would
Well,
really
there
get.
were a lot of nice people on there, though.
There were a lot of well, Reddit has a lot of nice people as well, but then people are not shy to troll you. So a
They were
wrong
quite
question
direct.
would really, yeah, yeah,
And if a question
yeah,
was
that's the
already
point.
asked, they would feel offended, like with a few of them. But
Yeah,
there were so many people, like, just spending their lunch break helping strangers on the internet with their
yeah,
debugging problem. That
yeah,
was
true.
amazing. And because of Stack Overflow, AI now knows everything. So
Yeah,
I
true.
spent a lot of hours on Stack Overflow.
Yeah. So I guess that's where the debugging thing also comes from, right? First, is this the right question? Has this ever been posted before? Should I post it? Yes, no, maybe. And then you go ahead and you're like, maybe just try and find it my way at least. I would have, utilized that time. And then if you don't get it, then maybe I can go there and I can try. So yeah,
Yeah, but
but
you can find so much on Stack Overflow still.
I know. It's a treasure. But yeah, gold mine over there. MK, if any day you're bored and if you feel like learning programming, Stack Overflow was something. And yeah, there's still a gold mine if you want
So
to dig through it.
you can code quite a bit.
Okay.
yeah.
At least you're better than me. Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
definitely
you will
better
go
than me.
right for the book, so obviously, but also before.
This book. No, I actually learned. I did learn it at school, and then I didn't do it for years. But I learned JavaScript through a very successful, famous book by a brilliant author, Maaike, and that really helped me. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
You learned coding at school. That's potentially giving away how young you are. Okay, I get it. Uh, in my time, there was really something else happening at school in computer classes. But okay, we never learned coding. But given that we had up the halfway mark, I think we have a few entries for the giveaway. There aren't a lot of people. Sean feels old as well. Sean, welcome to the club. You and I both, buddy. Uh, we've got our first giveaway. We can do that now. We can do the first raffle. And then towards the end, we can do a second one. I'll just share my screen. So if you can just tell me if you can see the screen, that would be
Oh
helpful.
yeah, see it.
You can?
Yep.
Perfect. Oh, there's a quick entry now. So there's 7 entries now. So let's do the first draw. It automatically picks up who the winner is. Let's see. So
Ah,
Mohammed Shoaib Iqbal on YouTube. Congratulations. So, Mohammed, if you could just drop me a line on LinkedIn, on me or Micah or Imke, any one of us, if you could just drop us a line, we'll facilitate and we'll get you the ebook. Uh,
Does
Meanwhile,
he need our
anyone
last
else?
name for that, by any chance?
Sorry, what?
Does he need our last name for that?
Oh, I thought you're quite popular. There's Maaike Van Putten.
You can show it. It's on the book. There you
It's on the
go.
book. Yes, yes. There, that's Micah. So, or yeah, if you're watching it on LinkedIn or if you know who I am, then Tushar Gupta, and then yeah, you can and others. Don't be disheartened. There's another raffle at the end. We'll get to that towards the end. And in the meantime, if you have any queries, feel free to ask them in the chat. Uh, by the way, Sean did answer the question that
Ah,
the next book he would like to see you do is GitHub Illustrated.
oh, you might be looking for some co-authors, Sean.
I don't know. Let's find out.
On illustrations. Can I share the one about branch managing?
Or do you have one?
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's
you
in the
have
book.
yeah,
Okay.
share it.
Yeah, it's in the
Too.
book.
Yeah. Let's see. Come on.
Handling branches. I'm a practical pro. Perfect.
That's what illustrated would look like.
Yeah. So that would be one of them. Sean, does that pass through your quality checks? Would you be happy with that as a co-author for the next book on GitHub Illustrations? I reckon that was the name. So moving on to the next question, Mikey. Uh, can you share examples of exercises or mini projects from the book?
Oh, that
Uh,
would be Imke's department. Imke has been, but they're awesome. Can we show the wiener races? Shall I share? You can talk.
Yeah, sure. So, well, yeah, what do you say about it? Oh, I felt really, I wanted to do exercises that you wouldn't find in another book. So not just the basic BMI calculator or whatever, you know? So I was thinking, well, we don't want everything to be dachshund or cat related because that would get old. You know, the whole book is in that style, but the exercises are not all about cats and dachshunds. But this one is. This is about wiener dog races, and oh, you see it on the screen. Wiener dog races, they are a thing, and everybody needs a hobby. But
I need to defend yourself, Imke. It's okay.
it's not my hobby. I just know that it is, and it's very fascinating. But anyway, we use this concept to practice CSV handling. So we have a file with wiener dog race results, and you have to practice sorting the files and adding an entry when Wiesje is the last lazy wiener to cross the finish line. And well, I had a lot of fun writing this exercise, and I hope that people appreciate the energy I put in that. Yeah, and then that illustration is actually one of the last ones that I added because well, we were doing the book layouts, and eventually we had like ugly page breaks and white space left. So then we had to add another illustration. In my mind, we did have to add an illustration, and I think that this one really does. It's a nice one. It's
I love it.
yeah. Thank you.
Amazing.
Also, Google.
Mikey, yeah,
wiener
sorry, go on.
races. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to cover some other bits and pieces of coding and the learning journey. So, what do you reckon are the most common mistakes that beginners make? And while learning, I know consistency is something that you covered earlier, and you started with that. But stick to one resource or stick to coding, and yeah, keep going with it. But what do you think are the other common mistakes that most beginners make? And does your book help overcome them? If you can think of some pointers that the book helps overcome.
Yes. Okay, so I think you mentioned the most important one, and that's giving up when it gets difficult, because it is not going to be easy all the time, and it will get difficult, and you should not give up. So that's a big one, and there's small concepts that are easy to misunderstand, and well, those concepts, I hope we cleared them up, and we also mention it sometimes, some common mistakes or what people sometimes think or what students tend to ask in a real life class. Those questions, they are answered as far as we could foresee them.
Hmm.
And other mistakes beginners make, I think, is not asking for help when they could use help. So asking for
Yeah.
help is definitely a better idea than giving up.
Perfect. And as you shared a few minutes earlier, not directly going on to AI, just trying to look for the mistakes yourself and ask people rather than just directly going to AI. I think
Yeah, well,
that was a
Google
good
it
suggestion.
before going to AI. I know that is old-fashioned now already, and I know I'm old, and that's okay. But it's you learn so much, and you also learn things that you weren't planning on learning, and
Yeah.
that's nice. So it's just like random extra things you are taking away from the bug you're having, and there's always going to be a new bug, and it's just an opportunity to learn something. And I love debugging. It's really weird. It's also very helpful because I'm teaching a lot, and students, they make the craziest bugs, so I better love debugging.
Mhm.
But it's it feels like you're solving like a mini mystery, and it's all these mini successes during the day as you uncover a bug, and sometimes you're stuck for a bit longer on a bug, like a week or so, and then it's like a
Brilliant.
huge success once you overcome it, or even when you get to the next error. So yeah, I celebrate your successes as well, I suppose, and keep going.
I was going to ask another question, which was who's the book perfect for and how they should get started. And then I spotted a comment in the chat. Someone on Regality 101 on YouTube says that new here, hello,
Look at
just
the
began Python last week.
Yeah, well, based on the profile picture, the book is written personally for this person.
Yeah. The book is ideal for your Regality. And yeah, if you look at the ticker at the bottom, there is a giveaway. So why not just comment hashtag packed and get yourself in a chance to win a book? And Mikey, yeah, who's the ideal target audience, or who are the different sets of people who are ideal for this book?
I'd say anyone who wants to learn Python,
Hmm.
um, and who doesn't mind it being a bit out of the box, because it's not the average boring Python book. But then again, like if you just want to learn Python, you can just read the documentation.
Hmm.
So this is a different approach to the documentation. We, as I mentioned before, we put a lot of humor and also hidden jokes and puns in there. Can I show one? I can show one, right?
At this point in time, we're giving away the entire book to everyone.
No, it's okay. But that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't mind this book just being oh, this is also a cute joke about Harry Potter. That one is funny. Okay, maybe I should use the ebook.
Patient Son on YouTube says, please, I want the book. Comment hashtag packed, get in the raffle. This is the perfect time for it. We're going to do the last raffle in a few minutes.
And I see another one. Escape characters. That's the one. You know what? I'm just gonna show that image, and then
Are you planning to share your screen? If yes,
I
I
am
haven't
once
seen.
I find it.
Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
can find it. Oh, there we go. I know the text of the image, but I can't search for the text of the image. So this part of the book, and possibly some people watching, they might not know how to code quite yet, and that would make you perfect for the book. But this part of the book is on escape characters, and the escape character is the backslash. And then there's Wisha, who says, escape characters, perfect. I've been planning my escape from you. Do you see something if you look at this image, Tushar?
Escape character is perfect. I've been planning my escape from you. I see the wordplay. Is there anything else that I'm supposed to be seeing? It's on the screen if that's what you mean. Do you want me to spot something?
Yeah, it's the backslash that he's carrying.
Oh, okay.
And it's like
Right.
it's full of these. And Imke and I, we are worried, and probably that's justified, that people will not get it. But it's not like
Right.
you will not get it. You'll miss it. Yeah, exactly. Someone in the chat is saying it. The
Yeah.
C2.
The original
Yeah.
was
Yep.
flipped
Just
around. But then we noticed the escape character was in the drawing after I drew it, if
Oh
only
yes,
we
you
flipped the image. Was
Yeah.
actually
Y-
kind of
Yes. Sorry, Mikey, you asked possibly the worst person. I'm too distracted managing the logistics. I can see the discussion happening in the chat, and yeah, so I was just planning the response for that. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
and there's a question in the chat as well. How are we getting the book? You can comment hashtag packed, right?
yeah. So
In the
Regality 101, there's literally
already
there's
did
a
it.
ticker going on at the bottom. Yeah, yeah, you just have to comment hashtag packed.
And
Uh,
then at the end, you're gonna like press a magic button, and then someone wins it, right? Yeah.
yeah, just see there's a ticker going on over here. Literally, it says that. Comment hashtag packed to enter the raffle.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's all.
and then yeah. By the way, yeah, C2S Kate. Yeah, thanks for saving me. But yeah, that was that. And then I wanted to ask you now, why is Python, or why do you think Python should be one of the first initial languages that people should learn?
I don't think it should be one of the first languages people should
So,
learn.
so what would be the
It's not
journey
a
then?
bad language.
Mhm.
It's a terrible question. I don't think there's a perfect beginner language. And again, I'm on the team, pick something and stick with it, and then move to the next one once you know it.
Mhm.
I like Java for beginners though. But Python is also really nice. I mean, just wrote a book on it. But it's really nice. But the thing is, if you learn Python as your first language and you plan to go and do web development and all that, then, you know, you can also learn Python as your second language. And that might be more helpful because Python is quite, well, not forgiving, but it's doing all these things for you. And then you don't understand what's being done for you. And then you may miss these fundamental concepts.
Right.
But the thing about Python, though, is this, I mean, people always say this, and it's true. It looks so pretty, right? It is like, it's not all these curly parentheses or semicolons at the end of your line. It looks nice and clean, and it's nice. I like Python, and I actually use Python a lot, and I see that it's getting more and more popular with all the AI craziness. And every time I need to code something quickly, I go for Python. So it's a very useful language, and I find myself using. Well, it's more a tool for me than really. Oh, I built this really big application in it. But as a tool, I use it a lot, and I definitely would not want to not know Python, to put it that way. I'm really happy I know the language.
Perfect. So with that, we've understood that it's not just a book for beginners, but also a book for people who know other languages, so probably cross developers, like
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, they'll go
so
through
junior
it much
developers.
quicker than beginners, though.
Okay.
And every
Alright.
time you learn a new language, you also learn something about the language you already knew. And I love that about learning new languages.
Yeah.
It's also true for speaking languages, I suppose.
Yeah.
But also for programming languages.
Yeah. Right. So that's about it for my questions, and I don't see a lot of questions coming in the chat. So I think it's time for us to do the last and the final raffle, and then we can
Is
take
the
closing
fact
note
with
from you.
question marks also working? The one that, well, this person is typing hashtag packed question mark. Is that being picked up?
I don't know if it would get picked up, but yeah,
You can put it in without a question mark.
yeah, I think the instructions are pretty clear. Comment hashtag pack. Yeah, I'm not sure how to make it all the more clear. But yeah, someone saying that Patient Son on YouTube says Python makes one inquisitive to want to learn new concepts, which is quite true.
That is definitely true. Yes.
Okay, I'll just share my screen and then we'll do the last and the final raffle. All the best, everyone. And please let me know when you can see my screen, ladies.
Yes, we can see it.
So Mohammed Shoaib Iqbal on YouTube was our first winner. Congratulations to him again. And let's do our second raffle. All the best, and let's see who wins. You got one on YouTube. Oh, there.
Look
wow.
at that.
Congratulations.
Regality. Wasn't Regality the one commenting that, can I have the book? I would really love to have this book. Sis, please.
A few people did that. No, also Patient Son also did that. Yes. And someone else. I wish we could give them all a book, though.
Yeah, I wish the same. So, Regality 101, if you could just contact one of our, congratulations once again, and if you could just contact one of us on LinkedIn, Maaike or me, and or MK, congratulations. I can see the excitement in the comment and the cat sipping the tea. So, yeah, congrats. Uh, find one of us on LinkedIn. My name is Tushar Gupta. Maaike is Maaike Van Putten, us on the book. Uh, and then there's MK Van Putten. So find either one of us on LinkedIn. It's very easy to find us. And yeah, just drop us a line. I will
Ah,
just need your full name and email address to get the book sent out to you. So, Maaike, any closing notes? Probably a
no.
note to Sean. No
Oh,
sibling fights during the writing of the book.
that's hilarious. I don't think Imke and I ever fought because our age difference is big enough.
Mm,
Did
I-
we fight? You dare to? Okay, you would disagree. I heard that.
Not really about the book, no.
Yeah,
Did
so
we
I get that.
I
Before
don't
you disagree, you've already got that. You dare to
Yes.
disagree.
I don't know. We definitely did not fight about the book.
There
No.
was one bit that I commented that I wanted to get out of the book because I thought it was not funny and well, it was more confusing than funny in my opinion. And Micah said no, and then but that was it. And it was like
It
okay,
was
Micah,
that? I don't remember.
in the four else part. For
Oh yeah, I thought that was funny.
it's everything.
What four is four? And then wow,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, sorry, I'm definitely
yeah.
not going to take that out.
Yeah, C2S Kate says that congrats on the book, and I already have it, and I'm enjoying it so far.
Oh, I love to
Really
hear that.
fab. Yeah, yeah, really glad someone has already got the book, started learning from it, and yeah, they're enjoying it. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody. And
Yeah.
if you need anything from us, or you're stuck, or you don't understand something, please reach out.
Also,
Yeah.
if you want to jokes and complaints, we'd love that.
No complaints
Yeah.
about the joke. Okay. you can file these with
Yeah,
Imke
please.
afterward.
Yes. So Mohammed and Regality 101, please reach out to one of us. The easiest way to find us is type my name, Tushar, and then about MK's head, you can see Pact, the logo. So just type Tushar Pact on LinkedIn, and I'll be the only one who would pop up. Yeah. Oh yeah. Someone's saying that is it really live? Yes, we are live. If
And then
this
someone else
if
asked,
this
do
is
you
like
know
one
how
of those
to
moments, like
power come together? I don't know. I know it's about that,
Yeah.
but
yeah, is this like breaking the fourth wall sort of a thing? Like there's someone else who's already reading the book as well. Thank you. Why are these people joining so late? Where were all of you at the start? We almost at the we ended the session, but okay. Thanks,
I think
Joe. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Uh, no complaint from my side. Excellent service from you fellows. Thank you. Thank you.
I
And
appreciate all the engagement in the comments. That was really nice.
yeah, well done to the both of you. And yeah, thanks, Sean. Nothing for me, but okay, I'll take this as well.
Well done to
All right.
Shar. Thank you for
Thank you.
interviewing
Thank
us
you.
about the book.
Yeah.
And thank you for making us write this book.
Yeah. Thanks for writing it, and
Make us,
thanks
or
for your
did
time, MK and Maaike.
he,
What did you say,
Yeah.
Im?
did he make us write it, or did you make him publish this idea?
I think it's more the other way around. Maaike made you draw the illustrations and made me publish it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Just pretend, guys.
All right, let's call it a wrap, guys.
Oh,
And
there's a question for Imke, though.
now there's a
No.
question. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll quickly take it.
I love
Okay.
this question.
So there's someone on YouTube, Imran, someone on YouTube says, can Imke tell us a bit more about her process, where she gets the inspiration for her jokes and her animal drawings? Apologies if this question has already been asked. I can see your star awake. You can show the inspiration. I can see it at the
Yeah.
back.
This is the inspiration.
That's the inspiration behind.
Just grumpy and stubborn as the Wishi in the book. This is the inspiration, and oh, you see, she doesn't want to, and she also didn't want to learn Python.
And oh, there are the two stars of the book and the inspiration.
Just
So Wishi and everyday life.
yeah, it doesn't look like she loves Python, though.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
that's
they're the
right.
stars of the book, and apparently they've written the book. Okay, there's someone quickly asking, "What's the name of the book with the authors, please? Can you pick it up and put it up?" Yeah. Python Illustrated, that's the name of the book. And the name of the authors is Maaike Van Putten and Imke Van Putten. Am I pronouncing it right? After all these years, I'm asking this.
It sounds definitely right to me. Yep.
Perfect. Okay. Uh, yeah, I just joined where to buy this book. You can buy it on the Pact website or you can buy it on Amazon. It's globally available on our website or on Amazon. Uh, yeah, just go to your local Amazon.com, co.uk, in FR, whatever it is, and yeah, just search Python Illustrated, and you'll see this funky cover that Imke just put up. Yeah, Sean saying sorry to Shah. Well done. Thank you so much. Highly appreciate it. But yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your kindness. Thanks everyone. Let's finally definitely call it a wrap. Congratulations once again to Regality 101 and Mohammed. Mohammed. Yeah, it was a long name, but yeah. Congrats. And yeah, if you buy the book, if you read through the book, I would highly request take a picture of yourself with the book like this and post it on your socials. And tag Mike,
Ah,
tag him,
yeah.
kid.
And
Yeah,
please
give
add
them
for
the
the
comments.
Zia being the star of the book after reading this book.
Someone doesn't agree, but okay.
This is the only sibling disagreement that we have. Who is this book really
Mistake.
about? Who?
Yeah, that's the real star. All right. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a
Bye,
great day.
everyone.
And
Thank you so much for
yeah,
joining.
enjoy the book.